Hello, Iron Curtain. It's your old friend Ashram talking to you today.
He got through the whole goddamn Horde night hiding in a fucking closet. Boo this man. Boo!
Boo!
Ah!
I am never gonna live that down, am I? Anyway, prior to the release of Alpha 20, I'd been working on a base design that I was gonna submit to you guys, and then Alpha 20 did happen, and all of a sudden my entire Fresh Meat record was inaccessible. So, welcome to the mostly faithful Alpha 20 recreation of the setup I was running right before I couldn't use that record anymore. No, this is not the base. This is just my front yard where I do most of my work these days. So, if we can fly around it here. That's the regular Horde base that I use. Also a recreation from my Fresh Meat record. We're not going to talk about him today because there's really nothing in that you haven't seen before. I'll make a separate video explaining it if you really want to. But today we're going to talk about this. So, this is a setup that I like to call the Eternal Struggle. The concept being, the zombies will have to climb all the way up to get to you, and that will slow them down because they must jump up each and every one of these. Now, also I've noticed if the zombies have a clear, unobstructed path to you, they tend not to want to destroy your base. So even though this is made out of basic cobblestone, in Alpha 19 it was just flagstone, I didn't even do cobblestone, they should just try to climb all the way up to the top. And as you can see, once they get to the top, they will come face to face with one of these, which will then punt them at least halfway down, and they'll have to start the process all over again, all the while I'm standing up here with a machine gun raining indiscriminate justice down on them. So, okay, so let's get a Darlene, a businessman, a bow, and a blanket. Sure. Good, and now we ring the dinner bell. Okay, here they come. Now, this is just this is not a Jawoodle test, okay? This is just a proof of concept. They'll have to run up, and you've got clear shots at him all the way down. This guy's not even going to make it to the top. I'll let him get to the top. Okay, and as soon as he gets to the top, boom. 3 or 4 levels down, has to start all over. Okay, and if they're moving a little fast, let's get a couple of ferals in here. Let's see. Where are the... Am I blind? Where are my ferals? Fuck it. Okay, so Marlene. Let's get a burn guy and a janitor. Hi. Come and get it. I did power level myself up, so I have the ultimate robotics perk that lets you control 2 robotic turrets at once, which means at any given time 2 of these things are not going to be active. So that's a thing. Yep, and there he goes, and there she goes, and then he's going to come up, and there he goes. It's not going to kill him, usually, but... I did do an early test of this a while ago, and it actually, on like the 3rd or 4th try, the fister actually did take a zombie's head off, so that was fun. So that's a basic proof of concept. Again, yeah, I can only control 2 of these at any given time. Buzzards are going to be a problem. Copspit's a potential problem. I don't foresee demos being too big of a problem, if only because my game state is not too terribly high at this point. Let me see here. Not that one. It's been a while. Oh, come on. There we go. So, yeah, only level 23, so I don't really see demos yet. If they do come up here, you'll have... I think enough time to put enough lead into them. Even if they do start beeping, you should be able to save yourself. And even then, an explosion isn't gonna really kill you too much unless they blow up right in your face. Construction-wise, only down to about like the halfway point is it's solid. And the rest is just like a 1-layer deep cladding around the hillside, which I had to reshape slightly to get it to conform. Now, let's see how it does during an actual Horde night. Maestro, a time lapse, please. Okay, and we are at Horde night. They should be starting up any second now. I've got all my weapons. We're ready to go. I have left the main entrance to my other Horde base open in case I need to make a mad dash for it. It's just down the hill there. Can't see the fog of war. Alright, here they come. Where are they going to come from? Oh, there they are. Alright. They're going to have to make a long climb. Yep. Just gonna check the other flanks. Nope, they're just attacking two flanks for now. Good. Here we go. Yep, there goes one. Even without the Fisters, they have such an arduous climb and you've got such a clean line of sight. You can just mow them down all night long if you got the ammo for it. Performing well so far. Alright, I'm gonna let these next couple up and see how the Fister works on them. Ooh, she caught air off of that one. Alright, they're starting to overwhelm it a little. Oh, yep, and down she goes. Good. So far, so good. Oh, shit. Shotgun it is. Oh, that ain't good. They killed the Fister. Alright, I'm gonna have to keep an extra close eye on this flank from now on. Gonna try and reload. Fuck you, Nurse Joy. Bought myself a couple of seconds. Alright, they're still coming from just not more than 2 sides at a time, which is good. I have the extended magazine on this gun, which is great until you have to reload it, and then it takes extra long. There's still a lot of them coming. Alright. So the Fisters aren't performing well until they got destroyed. I would have to watch out for that more. I wonder how many of that is me accidentally shooting them. But they are doing a good job of knocking them back. Here comes another wave. Okay, I'm gonna reload now while I've got half a second. Thank you. Alright, note to self, bring a wrench in the future so that you can repair the fisters during Horde Night. Jump over that, you spider. Why is it always the strippers who make it to the top? Okay, so if they form a human pile, they can actually overwhelm the fister. Potentially. Whoa! Hi there. Little shit. Ha! Did you just glitch through the freaking... whatever. Ah, rats. Well, that's unfortunate. Right, pardon me a second while I clean up the rest of this Horde Night. I'll see you guys at sunrise. Okay, so let's talk about a few things, and we do have a few things to talk about. First of all, yes, I died. Upon testing, it would seem the Fisters are better as a supplement rather than a primary defense. You should be using this base basically as a shooting gallery, and the Fisters will protect you from anything that gets too close for comfort. So yeah, ammunition-heavy base, lesser waves can be repelled by the Fisters alone, but too many of them pile up at once, they're going to get by. So that's a thing to worry about. I didn't see a single buzzard, which was welcome, but a bit surprising. I was really worried about that being a problem, because you are completely exposed up here. Next thing. I said before, I turned around during the Horde Night, and there was a Fister gone. I assumed they had pummeled it to death. I was wrong. Look down. Yeah, it didn't die. The son of a bitch glitched through the mountain. He's in perfect health. How'd that happen? I don't know. It's solid rock and ground on it. This is not a hollow place. This is either solid cobblestone or hillside. And he's under the heart of it, so it should be a solid pillar of cobblestone in the middle. I don't know how or why that happened, but yeah. Right in the middle of Horde Night, it fell through the goddamn floor. Which makes me suspicious, too. There was a spider here at one point who, I swear, he fell through this side of the base as well, because he just sort of disappeared. I didn't see a death animation, so I wonder if he actually did fall through the ground. Interesting. Have to see if that bug repeats itself. So, is this base still viable? Yes, I think it is. I deliberately held back a few times just to test what these Fisters were capable of. If I'd been aggressively going after the zombies all night, I think I could have held them off. Because, like I said, they have such a hard time... Well, not necessarily hard, but tedious time getting up here. You can just mow them down with a perfect line of sight all night long. And if they get too close, a shotgun is your friend. Now, as for scaling it up, I would say you'd need a slightly larger platform if you're going to go with it with a team. I think this might actually work better as a team base rather than a solo. And reason why, if you expand it to maybe 5x5 or 7x7 as a base, and then ideally you'd have a party of maybe 4 people, each of you controlling 2 Fisters facing in a different cardinal direction. Assuming you can control 2 Fisters, and if you can only control 1, I guess that'll do. Or if you have more than 4 people, you can spread it out that way. But point is, you'd be crushed together pretty close, but you'd be able to guard each other's backs. And basically, each person would be responsible for a single flank. You might be able to swing around and give cover if you had to. But I think you'd be better served using this as a team base. I felt a bit vulnerable as a single person, because I got lucky on that Horde Night, actually. They never attacked more than 2 flanks at once, and they were adjoining. I never actually got hit in the back, as far as I remember. But if they hit all 4 sides at once, it's really hard to defend as one person. So, has its flaws, but might still be viable. So hopefully you might think it's something worth testing out. If not, I've got a couple other ideas I'm going to try building, so when I get those built, I'll let you know how they go. But anyway, thanks for all the videos. I love watching you guys, and hope you like what I've done with the place. Addendum. I nearly forgot. My whole theory about how the base would be undamaged by the Zeds if they had a clear path to me, they would never feel the urge to start bashing anything. It seems that was basically true. There's only minor chinks here and there, and that's probably mostly from me firing a machine gun downrange all night. So, durability does not seem to be a problem. You could make this... I hate to repeat a Jawoodle line here, but you could theoretically make this base out of wood, and it might just still work if you build it solidly enough. Like I said, it's mostly just resting against a hillside, so structural integrity doesn't really worry me. But anyway, yeah, durability looks good. Just a few nicks, mostly from bullet ricochets. So, okay, actually done now.